Welcome to Becoming Powerhouse, where we discuss the tough lessons I've learned while taking my two companies from negative revenue to over 7 figures. We'll talk about the raw and vulnerable truths about being boss, as well as tips and strategies you can implement immediately for better business results. I'm your host, Nicholle Overcamp, the founder and CEO of Wilcox Financial Group and Powerhouse Coaching. You can see links and other resources in our notes. Don't forget to head over to herhousemoney.com to grab your free Her bundle for business and subscribe to our newsletter. Now, let's dive in to today's episode. In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 things that you can do to use gratitude as a way to accelerate your business. That's right, gratitude. In the spirit of Thanksgiving, I thought I would talk about these tips because they can truly help you move the needle in your business, increase revenue, and amplify client or customer loyalty. So, gratitude, it's not just like this feeling that we have, but it's a practice. It is something that I have found to make a profound difference in how I think, feel, and act in my business. And it has really been a tremendous growth strategy as well. For sure, every time when I say to someone, whether it is someone on my team or a client, thank you, I appreciate you, or something specific that I appreciate about them, it always creates a really good, genuine, positive rapport. And when you are making people feel good and reminding them how awesome they are and how grateful you are for them, it really creates this amazing reciprocity where you are now on top of their mind. And in business, whoever is the best at staying in front of potential people or current clients and making that positive impact, making them feel really good, is the one who wins, right? So keep that in mind as you go about what you do every single day and how you approach it. So this should really be incorporated into your business plan and what you're doing. And so think about number one, your team. If you have a team, do you have a gratitude practice for them? For me, I do Thankful Thursdays. So what that means is every single Thursday, I have a note in my calendar to remind myself to thank my team for how amazing they are. I'll say something specific, something I appreciated that they did this week. Sometimes it is a Slack. Sometimes it's a handwritten note or a small gift or token of appreciation, depending on what it is. But I make a point to constantly be mindful of thanking them, because it makes them feel good. And in turn, when they feel good, they do better work for our clients. It goes full circle. Another thing that I do in making it a practice is weekly, I send out 10 cards to our clients. And what those cards are some form of appreciation, gratitude, or a kind note. And so I'll typically loop those things in depending on what's going on in their life. And it may be me saying, hey, I'm thankful and grateful for you because of X, but also reminding them how much they have to be thankful for. Because sometimes when we're in the swamp, we need to be reminded. And so that is just something that I do as a special touch. It may not work for every business in that way. We are a boutique financial planning firm. And that is the business of which I'm practicing these things. But even at scale, you can easily send automated emails and maybe make them personal or more customated with AI. Of course, we can help you with that through the Moxie.co if you have questions. But it's not that hard to go the extra mile, and the extra mile is never crowded. So that is the second part of that, is really just having that genuine thank you. And to build off of that is, as that second tip in the genuine thank you, is what you want to think about is after business closes, do you also have a process or a system for thanking them for that business? Now, this can be a handwritten note. Again, big fan of handwritten notes. It can be an email, it can be a combination of the two. Do you have a system in place to thank people after they give you a referral? What does that look like? All of these touch points make a big impact, and you want to make sure that you are having the same experience for every person every time, and you are not forgetting or dropping the ball on that. The worst thing that you can do is get the best gift ever, which is typically a referral, and not properly thank that person because you're too busy and you don't have systems in place. So think about what you want that to look like, or delegate it out. Craft a template that you love, have your team tweak it, perfect it, and they can do it. Or you can also automate this stuff by AI and have these templates in place. It's so, so important. The next is boost your team and client energy by doing challenges for appreciation and looking for opportunities to shift their mindset. So when you lead from a place of gratitude, it makes everything so much better. And this becomes a habit. If you do it, your team will do it too. And so one thing that I love to do in meetings that we have is just starting the meeting by saying, what's one thing you're grateful for today? I'll sometimes post that on social media too, or in some of the Facebook groups that I manage and facilitate, whether it's through MoxieCo or the Money Bitch community through my financial planning firm. But like, what are you grateful for? It shifts the mood, it shifts perspective. And again, we do need to be reminded of these things. And when we say that, it just changes your mood to be more positive. It's also something that I talk to my clients about all the time. And it's really fun to hear what other people are grateful for as well. It doesn't have to be this like huge monumentous thing. Like sometimes it's just like, yeah, you know what? Today sucked, but I am so grateful for my strong body, or I have air in my lungs, or I am grateful for you showing up today because nobody else did. Think about all those little things. And now, in setting the tone for the next year, what I want you to think about is reflecting backward, thinking of all of the things that you're grateful for and identifying where the opportunities are. Where can you innovate based off of the reflection? And are there areas in your business where you can improve, tweak, and change them, integrate some of these ideas? But more importantly, when you're thinking about what you're grateful for, whether it was what happened over the last year, the people in your life, the things that happened, that may help as a really great catalyst for a brainstorm launching into the next year and opening up your mind to some new ideas and maybe bringing in new potential collaborative partners. So I hope this video was helpful. Continue to follow our channel, engage in the comments, ask questions. We would love to know what you're thinking and continue to provide helpful content that can help you move the needle in your business. Thanks so much for listening to Becoming Powerhouse. You can find all of the links to our site and resources in the show notes. Let's connect on Instagram at PowerhouseMoney, and don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter at powerhousemoney.com. Remember, I want to connect with you. I want to hear your thoughts and help you with all the challenges you're having. So engage, send me a DM. And of course, if you're loving this podcast, let us know and go ahead and hit the subscribe button and leave a review.